Howdy folks, it's Deanna Carroll here, and I am going to be making an angel tree topper today. The first thing I am using is a Pringles can that I had already spray painted a creamy matte color, and this fabulous ornament that I've had floating around my house forever. I don't know where it came from or anything like that, I just like it. So finally found a use for it. I had seen on a group the other day that someone was looking for inexpensive tree toppers, and so I thought I would make an angel for you guys. Merry Christmas from Ivycreates, and thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell. So now I've glued the ball onto the top of my Pringles can after I'd poked a little hole, and this is an upside down Pringles can, so that you can take the lid off of the can or leave it on. I didn't really want to glue to the lid because well, it wouldn't be stable enough, so I wanted to do it this way, upside down, and poke a hole in the bottom and just stick the little top of the ornament into that and glue it. So while I'm doing this, of course, I also have other projects going on. This is a pack of snowflake wood cutouts from the Dollar Tree, and I have the old-fashioned clothespin. I had a whole pack of them. I believe I got those from Hobby Lobby. But the little snowflakes to make a snow angel are just absolutely adorable, and I'm going to be using those on my angel tree topper as well. And they do make for good angel wings. Another thing that is really great for angel wings is a heart. If you can find a heart, you can cut it in half and make 2 angel wings. So what I'm going to be doing, because my tree topper is going to be larger, so I'm gluing 2 of these ornaments together. Now these ornaments came 5 to a pack. That's 5 for $1. The Pringles can cost me $1.50 before I ate all the chips. It was free after that. So and I'm going to be using some muslin that I also got from the Dollar Tree. That was only $1. And that was from the Halloween decorations they had in there for mummies and stuff like that. And I'll be using something else I'll show you a little bit later on. So these are what I'm making into the angel wings. And I'm just gluing 2 of the ornaments together, kind of off, not really, not perfectly spaced or anything, not lining them up or anything like that. I just wanted to kind of make them a little bit longer and bigger. So I do love doing different types of angel wings. I use seashells, anything I can pretty much find that'll work for angel wings. And that's usually the hardest part, is finding something to work for wings. So you can see I'm just kind of fitting them on the back of my Pringles can to see how they should fit. And pretty much decided that I should wait to glue those on until I'm a little bit further along on my angel. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and use my Chalk Country Summer Wheat Matte Chalk Finish. And I'm just going to go over my angel wings with this. It matches the color that I kind of painted onto the Pringles can. And it's the wood cutouts, they're actually done by a laser cutting process. So sometimes you find little burn marks and things on the wood because, the laser burns a little bit. And so I wanted them to be a bit more uniform in color. And that is the reason why I'm painting them. I didn't have to paint them. I just am, they were already pretty much this color anyways. But I'm doing I'll end up doing more of a primitive type of look on this angel. And for some reason I'm not doing shiny and bright this year. I'm doing like mostly beachy and primitive and farmhouse looking, so I'm just going to dry them off, and I end up adding a couple of coats to this just to make sure it's all done. Now this is the muslin or cheesecloth or whatever you want to call it, that I gotten from Dollar Tree during Halloween. And I knew I would use it for something, so I just got it and hung on to it. I'm not making mummies, but I am making angels. So I just put it around my little Pringles can as a dress and glued it to the back. And kind of let it drape down. I wasn't, this is just like super simple. You don't have to do anything fancy at all for the dress of this angel. So the next thing I did was the leftover muslin that I had, I decided to make her a scarf kind of, you know, on the top of her head to kind of represent her, you know, just her hair or what have you covering. So I'm gluing the wings back to the back of the angel once I had put the dress on. And make sure you angle them slightly upwards. You don't want them sticking straight out because then they just look odd. But you want to angle them slightly upward. And you want to make sure they also angle slightly forward toward the front so that they don't look just really flat and strange. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this with somebody that you think might like it. I would greatly appreciate it. And, you know, leave me comments. Let me know what you think about my crafts. In addition to this tree topper angel, I also have done many gift boxes out of Pringles cans that came out absolutely adorable. So please go check those videos out. I think you'll really enjoy them. Now, the belt that I'm going to be using, well, the ribbon that I got, I was originally going to use as a belt, is actually a metal ribbon from the wedding department of Hobby Lobby. And it was $5.99 for a whole thing of this wedding ribbon. And I used little pieces of it for bits and pieces of many things. I ended up not using it as the belt, but I did use it as the halo for the angel. And I decided to use my Dollar Tree nautical rope instead as the belt for the angel's dress, because I just thought that was much more appropriate for the angel. And so I'm just gluing the tip of my rope so that it won't fray. And I'm just going to let that sit there and glue the tips. And then I put it around her waist and tie it in a square knot. And this is a really thick, that nautical rope is very thick, and this is a cotton rope. So it's really awesome. I probably could have used a mop head from the Dollar Tree and just used a string out of the mop head. That would have been fine too, but I really like this thick cotton rope that they had. So now I'm just gluing her headpiece or her scarf covering over her head. Gluing it down to the ornament, which is her head, of course. Now this angel, I do put faces on a lot of my angels. I don't think I'm going to be putting faces on either of these angels that I'm going to be doing. When I get done with her, I have another little angel to show you that I kind of started working on. So please also stay tuned to the very end so you can see final product pictures. They look much better in the pictures than they do on the camera. So that you can see them better. It's just hard to get the camera, the video camera on the best lighting. So now you can see I just took the lid off the bottom of my Pringles can, and I would sit that over the top of the tree. Or you could put gifts in it and give it as a gift. So this is the ribbon I was talking about that I'm making the halo out of. That was $5.99. I could have used this, snowflake ribbon, but I really wanted to use this metal ribbon. I just think it is the prettiest stuff, and I've used it for tons of little projects, from making belts on things, look like belts, or picture frames, or adding just embellishments. It looks really pretty. So now, because it's not going with my color scheme, it is in fact silver, I'm going to use my royal gold, folk art royal gold acrylic paint, and I'm just painting the halo. after I'd already kind of glued it together. And this is just so it will match with my kind of golden primitive color scheme. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please leave me some comments and hit that subscribe button and let me know what you think about it. So now you can see I've painted it, and I'm going to dry it off. And but before I dry it, I want to go ahead and cover it in glitter, because you know you got to have a little bit of magic. And this is the iridescent fine, extra fine iridescent glitter, so it doesn't really show up, especially on camera, but it doesn't really show up that much until you get it out in the light or around the light. It's really pretty. It's very subtle and very elegant looking. So you can see it's all dried off and ready to go, and I'm going to glue it to the top of my angel's head. So what I did was kind of sit it down on there and decide pretty much where I want it to be glued onto. And because of the way this is shaped and everything, you can see how it looks. And the way it's shaped, I ended up just like using the glue gun and going around the inside top circle of this one. When I do small angels, I typically fill in the whole halo with glue, and then I just put glitter over the top. But I'm not going to be doing that with this one, because this one has a larger head. I'm just going to be going around the inside edge and using glue around that. Now this is what our final angel looks like. See how pretty she is? Looks much better than being on the video camera for sure. So this is my bonus angel, and she is just my little antique looking clothespin, which I believe I got the whole pack from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Probably spent less than $4. And then of course another snowflake that had come out of that pack of 5. I had one left over after I did my tree topper. So I am going over this with a good coat of my paint, and now I'm going to tie a knot in some jute twine and put that on the back of my angel so that I can hang her as an ornament. And she's a little snow angel, just like the big one. So I put just a little strip of glue and lay it down as flat as possible. And the thing is, when you're gluing hangers onto the back of ornaments, if you're doing like I'm doing, you want to glue it as straight as possible and as close to the top of the ornament, or in this case the head of the angel, so that it hangs straight and doesn't fall forward. It's just a little tip. So I'm going back over it with paint again. And again, I could have left it as it was, because it was pretty much already this creamy white color, but I wanted to cover up any of the little burnt areas from the laser cut. So yeah, if you had ever seen like the little Glowforge commercials that they have on Facebook and stuff, that's the type of thing that you would use to cut a snowflake like these. So now I'm going to take that metal ribbon, the leftover pieces that I had, and I'm cutting it piece by piece, because in the center of this ribbon is it kind of looks like a button, a little raised section. So I'm going to use that as buttons for my angel outfit. And I'm just going to glue them down onto it. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I enjoy making it. I have about a billion different ways to do angels. I enjoy doing the angels and the Santas and the snowmen. Snowmen are usually my faves. I love doing snowmen. So I'm going to take the remainder of the ribbon that I have and put it around the base of the angel. Please, if you like this video, subscribe and let us know. Leave us a message and tell us what you think. I try to make my projects easy enough for anybody to do, and yet you know, look sophisticated. And quick. You gotta have quick projects. Nobody's got time anymore. Check out my Facebook page. My website is ivycreates.com. My Facebook is @DianaAC. Or you can go under Ivycreates or any of the other pages that I have. So now I'm just fitting this little piece on the bottom, and this stuff, you know, it's called ribbon, but it's pretty stiff because it is like tin, I think, just like an old antique tin ceiling in a house, which is common around these parts on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And you know, it's kind of like that, so it's not really super easy to bend, as far as, you know, making it really small. So now you can get an idea, a little bit better idea of what she's going to look like. And I had tried a few different ways of making a halo for this one because she is teeny tiny. And ended up, I cut some of that metal ribbon and just cut it really super small and then pieced it together to make the halo. So I'm just going to, you know, glue all over the top of her head, and that includes the middle on this one. And just sit the halo in, and then I cover the top of that with some glitter. Yes, it's a lovely mid-70s degrees here in almost the end of November on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and it is beautiful sunny day outside. You know, no chance of us having colder weather or snow or anything of the sort. It usually doesn't really even get cold here till mid-January, and that's only for a couple of weeks. So now I'm taking my glue gun, and I'm going to go along the snowflake, and I'm just putting the glue all along the snowflake and then going back over it and sprinkling my iridescent glitter onto it to, you know, add the little bit of extra magic. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. I really do appreciate it. And stay tuned for those final product pictures at the end. They are worth a look at. It looks really pretty. Join me in my other videos, and we're so glad you're here, and I really do appreciate your support. Please share this with friends too. See how pretty?